Hey Hoop Nerds, Sarah the Vegan Hooper here, and it is 7 o'clock at night. I'm wearing my pajamas from this morning. Have you ever had one of those days? Today's my day where I just sat around all day and didn't do much. But I want to hit you with a little combo of the week. I have a lot of tutorials coming your way, so be patient with me. This is the first of many tutorials. So prerequisites for this trick or combo, I think it would be very helpful if you watch my beginner hand switch tutorial, which I will post in the description box, and you can learn how to do opening into the OCHO grip or the figure 8 grip and doing these cute little tosses, okay? I'll try to do my best to explain, but you will see a little window that tells you to skip over if you already know how to do these moves, so that I could just show you the good stuff. Anyways, let's jump right in. So we're going to start this combo with 2 hoops in your dominant hand. One hoop will be close to your thumb, the other hoop will be right next to it, layered. I'm going to grab the hoops, okay? And I'm going to have them next to me like I'm going for a walk with them, okay? And because this whole move is on wall plane, I'm going to bring the hoops up like this, and I'm going to do the punch turn method. So I'm going to bring my dominant hand, which is my right hand, and I'm going to punch the air so that my wrist is facing the left, down, and then the right. Left, down, right, and then I'm going to turn it real quick again to my left, okay? And it'll open the hoops up. So just think, punch out, turn your wrist all the way to your native side, and then turn back. Boom, okay? This opens up into the OCHO grip, aka the figure 8, where both hoops are in your hand, the same hand, and they're in this beautiful layered effect. So they're not right next to each other, they're actually, one hoop is on top of each other. And the hoop that is in front is closest to your fingertips, and the hoop that is in back is closest to your thumb, okay? So we punch with our wrist facing to the left, wrist facing to our native side, wrist back to the left into the OCHO grip, okay? Now, when we are in this OCHO grip, we want our hoop that is closest to us or closest to our thumb to be framing our face. The other hoop will be on our right side. And what we're going to do, which I also have a tutorial for this move as well as the punch move, is one toss, okay? So that the outside hoop will be tossed onto the outside of your opposite side, okay? So when you do these tosses, you're going from the OCHO grip with your left hand not doing anything to you gripping the hoop so that your wrists are parallel or hands are parallel or right across from each other. And you're going to loosen the hoop that is in the front, and you're going to give it a toss by pointing your fingertips in the direction that you want the hoop to be tossed in, okay? And if you do it with some momentum, you're sort of going boom like that. So you're loosening it and going from down to out. With some momentum, it'll go right across. Keep in contact with the hoop the whole time, so you'll actually hear the hoop clanking until it's on the opposite side. Okay? So when you get to here, this is the good stuff, okay? Now your hands are still across from each other. What I'm going to do is curl the hoop behind me, okay? Now curling it, if you notice, my hand stays, my left hand that is doing the curling, or that has the OCHO grip, is going to stay in the same place the whole time, but I am just going to kind of curl my fingers so that my finger nails go from facing me to facing you. See how my nails move while I'm curling? That's basically that and your thumb are the only thing that's moving out of this whole thing besides the hoop itself, okay? So you are curling, or the hoop that is moving is the hoop that is in front. This hoop that is framing your face is staying in place, okay? And you want to curl it until it actually hits your left shoulder, and then it's sort of going to do a smear, okay? So by curling, hitting your left shoulder, sort of letting go with your pointer finger and loosening your grip with your thumb, it'll curl around until it is touching your mid-back, and when it begins to touch your right shoulder, we're going to let go of the front hoop with this curling hand all together, okay? So we did the punch into Ocho grip. We're framing our face, tossing the hoop, curling our fingers. Okay, so we just curled, it's touching our shoulder. We're going to let go with our pointer finger. It's going to smear around us, and now we're going to let go. Now what we're going to do with our front hoop is simply a static push. So it's going to go from framing to being on its opposite side, okay, with my arm stretched out across me. Static push. While I am here, I am going to continue the smear until the hoop is framing me. So static push while continuing the smear until the hoop that's smeared around is now framing me. Our arms are crossed. Our hoop that is framing me has a thumb pointing down, which is my left hand, and the hoop that has a thumb pointing up is my right, okay? So what we're going to do from here is the hoop that is framing me with the thumb pointing down, which is my left hoop, is going to do half of the bottom of the isolation, okay? Until the thumb is pointing up again, okay? And what I'm going to do with this hoop that just did the static push is I'm going to stick my thumb in, because my thumb is basically already in, but I'm going to use my thumb to drag the hoop down and then re-grip the hoop with my thumb pointing up over here. And I want the hoop to swing down with my thumb, tracing this hoop. At the same time, I'll be isolating, so I'll be keeping my hands together. And then when I get to about here, I will stick my fingers in, re-grip, and finish with my left hand framing my face. And that is the whole trick. So I know I didn't do my best to explain this, but let's put it together and see if I can fill in any gaps here. So we're going to do the punch, open up into figure 8 with one toss. Both of those tricks are in the description box below. I'm going to curl the hoop until it hits my left shoulder. Let go with my pointer finger so I could continue the smear while doing a static push. And then do the isolation with the thumb pointing down hand, which is my left hand, while I drag and trace the hoop with my thumb only, re-grip, basically back to one hoop framing me and the other hoop here. And sky's the limit where you go from there. So that's the trick. I've been really getting into this. Like, I just think it looks cool. And honestly, there's a lot you could do from there after you do this little smear. So if you don't want to do the static push and the thumb switch, show me what you come up with by tagging me on Instagram at Miss Maynard Keenan. I hope you guys enjoyed this little combo. Like I said, there are way more to come. These hoops are from Festival Treasures Etsy shop. Use my code VeganHooper for 10% off of your purchase total. And stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe. Peace, happy hooping, and God bless. Mwah.